What did you say, Mama?
You heard me, George Stevens. I want my $50 back.
Everybody in the building heard you. What $50 is you talking about?
That $50 you borrowed to have your appendix taken out.
Oh, that. Well, why you want it back so quick? I only borrowed it 8 or 9 years ago.
I am going to take my life savings and invest it in a business. Then I'm going to move out of here.
You is?
Yeah.
Hooray!
What's that?
I thought I see the parade going by.
You're going to see a lot of things going by if you don't get me that money, and quick. And I ain't going to move out of here till I get it. Huh.
Hello, honey.
Hello, George.
Your mama tell me she's gonna hit the road.
Yes, and it's because of you that she's leaving. She thinks you don't want her living here with us.
Oh, honey, what could ever give her an idea like that?
Because of all the mean things you've done to her. Like changing the lock on the front door, packing her suitcase, setting it in the hall. And yesterday, you hung this on her bed.
Oh, your mama just too sensitive, that's all. Well, honey, how much money does your dear sweet mama intend to put in this enterprise she's gonna buy?
That's none of your business, George.
Well, if I know what kind of business she want to go in, I make her put her next to something.
Oh, no, you don't. Mama and I are going out right now to check on the ads in the newspaper.
It is, huh? Let me look at this thing here. Beauty parlor for sale, cheap. Now, beauty parlor, that might be all right. With her standing around in there, that might make the customer look pretty good.
George.
Chinchilla raising. Make big money in this profitable new business. Manhattan chinchilla breeders.
Oh, yes, George, that's the latest thing. I've heard people are making fortunes.
There is, huh?
Come on, Sapphire, let's get going.
All right, Mama.
And remember, I want that $50, and I don't move out of here till I get it.
Well, where's I gonna get it?
That's your worry. Just you get it. Come on, Sapphire.
$50. Chinchilla raising.
Well, hello there, friend.
How do you do there?
What can I do for you, sir?
Well, I just figuring on making some quick money with these chinches here.
Well, there is a lot of money to be made from chinchillas.
There is? Well, how much for these two here?
$1,600, sir.
Well, then... $1,600? Why, them cost more than them rabbits that make them Angostura sweaters out of.
That's true, very true. But you see, these are rare animals. Now, they originally were imported from Peru, brought down from high in the Andes Mountains on the backs of llamas.
Never mind all of that. Now, how do you make the big money with them?
Well, you raise them for chinchilla coats. Now, a chinchilla coat is worth between $20,000 and $30,000, sir.
Now, them two ain't big enough to make no coat.
But you don't understand. You see, you raise enough chinchillas from these two for a coat. Come right over here, and I'll show you a little more. Now, this breeding chart shows how the chinchillas increase through the multiplying action of the strain, developing into a $40,000 coat.
I thought you said a $30,000 coat.
Well, you see, the market keeps going up all the time, sir.
You do, huh? Come here. You can wrap up these two.
Uh-huh. All right. Now, tell me, will this be by cash or by check, sir?
Well, I was thinking on taking them on consignment, and when I sell the coat, I'll pay you for the chinches.
I'm very sorry, sir. Our policy is cash.
Well, that being the case, I'll have to get my quick money elsewhere. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Andy.
Oh, hi, Amos.
What's the matter, Andy? You sick?
Yeah, sick in the head.
Oh, gal trouble.
Yeah. Listen, Amos. How come every time I looks down in the dumps, you know it's gal trouble?
Because it always is.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, what you got yourself into this time, son? Engagement, elopement, breach of promise?
It wasn't that, Amos. I done promised Cynthia May I gotta give her a fur coat.
How could you do a thing like that?
Well, it was easy. I said, Cynthia May, you want a fur coat? And she said, yeah. And now I'm stuck. And all I got is $50.
Now, look, Andy, you can't get any kind of a decent fur coat for $50. Or why don't you go to her and tell her you just can't do it?
No, I couldn't do that, Amos. She's a trusting kind of a gal. And besides, she's holding my watch as security. Oh. Well, I'll see you later, Amos.
Yeah, so long, Andy.
I see your ad here in the phone book, and I calling you about one of them easy loans. $50. Yeah, and I see here, no collateral, no cosigner. Well, I ain't got none of that stuff, so I in good shape there. Credit rating? Well, let's forget the whole thing.
Hey, Kingfish.
Don't bother me, Andy. I got a fiscal crisis cooking here.
Yeah, well, I got me a problem too, Kingfish.
Andy, you wrestle with your problems, and I'll wrestle with mine.
My gal, Cynthia May, is giving me a bad time.
Gold and Fleece Finance Company. Now, that sounds like an honest concern.
I done promised Cynthia May a fur coat, and all I got is $50.
Cancel the call, Mr. Golden. I'm going to get my fleece elsewhere. Andy, I'm a thoughtless, selfish man. Here I am worrying about my puny trouble when you got a king-size job there. Andy, tell me all about it, old pal.
Well, I don't know how I gets into these things, Kingfish. Me and Cynthia May is sitting in the park smooching, and she says she's cold. And the next thing I know, I done promised her a fur coat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and I've been all over town, and I can't find no place where I can get a decent fur coat for $50. I might as well kiss my smooching goodbye.
$50, huh? Andy, you're lucky you stopped in. I just going into business.
You is?
Yeah, Andy, has you ever seen a chinch?
A who?
One of them little animals that they make their chinchilla coats out of.
No, but I heard about them coats, and they cost a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, $20,000 or $30,000.
Wow.
Andy, how would you like to get one of them coats for your gal for the trifling sum of $50, including the exercise tax?
Right. How can I do it?
Just leave the details and the money to me.
Now, wait a minute, Kingfish. This sounds like some kind of scheme you got to get your hands on my $50.
All right, Andy. If you don't want to keep your promise to your gal and get back to smooching on the regular basis, it's okay with me. But I can sell these $30,000 chinchilla coats for $50 all day long. I'll see you later.
But wait a minute, Kingfish. Is you sure this is on the up and up?
Andy, this is on the up and up.
All right. Here's the money. Now, where's the coat?
Well, Andy, you come back here in an hour, and I'll be all set up, and then I'll give it to you.
A chinchilla coat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Andy, you're a doll.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
But, Andy, they cost thousands of dollars. How could you ever do it?
Oh, it wasn't nothing. You see, I got a friend in the fur business.
Oh, Andy, I knew you'd keep your word.
You is such a sweet, trusting girl, Cynthia May.
But when am I going to get my coat?
Oh, I suppose to pick it up in an hour. What time is it?
According to your watch, it's 2:30.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Calhoun.
Hi, Kingfish. Well, got them two rabbits you sent me after. They cost me $1.25.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll bring them right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put them in the cage here.
Kingfish, how about my $1.25?
Oh, I'm gonna pay you. Give me a little time. I got to get these rare chinchillas ready here for Andy.
These is rabbits.
Calhoun, I know they're rabbits, you know they're rabbits, and the rabbits know they're rabbits. But does the pigeon I mean Andy, know they're rabbits.
Kingfish, you was doing a mean, underhanded thing here to Andy, and you wants me, Algonquin J. Calhoun, to help you. You was representing these as rare chinchillas. These common, ordinary, everyday garden variety rabbits that I just paid $1.25 for. Any man who will aid and abet the farm...
Now, wait a minute, Calhoun. I'm going to give you $5 for the rabbits.
That's what I was saying. Any man that'll do a fine thing like this is a true lover of the chinchilla.
All right, Calhoun, give you $5. Now, let me miss you.
See you, Kingfish.
Well, where's my chinchilla coat, Kingfish?
Come right over here, Andy. Andy, that's a $30,000 chinchilla coat if ever I seed one.
Kingfish, what's the matter with you? There ain't nothing in there but 2 rabbits. I knowed you was gonna pull a fast one on me. Give me my $50.
Look, Andy, you got a chinchilla coat there. You just ain't seeded yet.
Well, all I see is I'll give you $50 for a chinchilla coat. And here you is trying to pawn off 2 rabbits on me. This time you're going too far.
Now, look, Andy. Now, take the average idiot. He would look at them and say they were rabbits. But, Andy, you ain't the average idiot.
You're darn right I am.
Well, then, you know that them is the long-eared, pink-eyed, practically never seen type of white ermine chinchilla.
Yeah. They sure look like rabbits to me.
Well, Andy, I'm going to show you where you're wrong. We're going to put them to the acid test. Come here, son. Now, right here, we have the rare chinchilla feed. I take some of the rare chinchilla feed, and I walk back over here, and then I put the rare chinchilla feed into the rare chinchilla cage. See that, Andy? Now, if them wasn't rare chinchillas, what would they be doing eating that rare chinchilla feed?
Well,
Any other question?
where's my chinchilla coat?
Andy, you don't seem to know what you got here.
Well, I know what I ain't got, my $50. Now, hand it over.
Andy, look at them furry little creatures. Now, you know that they come from the mountains of Peru, the high llamas. They were $1,600 a pair.
But how come you want to sell them to me for $50?
Now, Andy, I want you to keep this quiet. Now, the reason I can sell them to you so cheap is because I didn't have to pay that high import tax. You see, they come across the border with the wetbacks.
How can I make a coat out of them 2?
Well, Andy, now that's where the third multiple elocution comes in. Now, step over here to the chart, Andy, and I'll explain everything to you.
Einstein theory of chinchilla relations.
Now, follow me closely. Now, take these 2 chinchillas of yours. One is plus and one is minus. Now, you see, that's the way us big chinchilla breeders can tell them apart.
Yeah, but which is the plus and which is the minus?
Oh, we don't care nothing about that, Andy. That's only important to the chinchilla. Now, follow me closely. Now, it's a well-established scientific fact that when plus meet minus, that causes electric spark. Now, these chinchillas are sparking for you all the time. And before you know it, you got 4 more. Now the sparks is really commencing to fly. For right after that, you got 8 more chinchillas. And from that 8, you get 16. And them 16 arcs over into 32. And there you got your chinchilla coat.
Yeah, that's wide enough for a coat for Centinel.
And Andy, all you got to do is give them a little feed, a little water, and you can raise it right there in your own room. And there you got the multiple elocution working for you night and day.
Yeah. You know, Kingfish, that sounds good on paper, but how I know it's gonna work for me?
Well, now, I'll tell you, Andy. Andy, congratulations, son.
What's up?
I had a thorough multiple elocution. It's working for you already.
Hello? Yes, George. Mama got $50. You should have seen her face.
Well, I'm glad I was spared the pleasure. Did she move yet?
Mama's out now looking for a business to buy, George. She'll be moving as soon as she finds one.
Well, tell her to get her move on. Now, I kept my part of the bargain. I paid her back her $50.
Say, George, where did you get that money?
Well, I did a little dabbling in the livestock market.
Kingfish, I want my $50 back.
Hold the phone. What's your trouble, Andy?
My landlady says I can't keep no animals in my room. And I've been thinking, I give you $50 for a chinchilla coat. Now, I gives you back the chinches, and you gives me the coat of the $50.
Andy, hold it a second. I'm right in the middle of a potent phone call here.
All right.
Hello, Rat Chinchilla breeder. Well, a funny thing just happened. A friend of mine just come in with a cage full of chinches that I'm gonna buy back from him for $50. Oh, I know I'm crazy to sell them to you for $1,500. They're worth at least $2,000. But if it's a cash deal...
Hang up, Kingfish. Hang up.
Rat Chinchilla dealer, I'll call you back later. Andy, how do you want your 50? Cash or traveler's checks?
Oh, no, you don't. What kind of a dummy you think I is? I heard what you said on that phone.
Andy, I'm ashamed of you. You was eavesdropping.
Well, I ain't selling these chinches back to you for no $50 so you can sell them for $1,500.
But Andy, you said you couldn't keep them.
Well, look, you tell me where this rare chinchilla breeder is, and I'll sell him to him for $1,500.
I'm sorry, Andy, but I can't betray a man's business confidence in me.
Well, I ain't letting these go if they're worth that much. I think I'll go down to this chinchilla headquarters and ask the man if I can't raise them somewhere beside my room.
Oh, no, Andy. You don't want to go to them chinchilla fellas.
Why not?
Well, Andy, you see these little fellas here, they're one-man animal, and they detached to you.
Yeah, well, I detach to them, too.
Yeah, you see, Andy? If you go down to that there chinchilla headquarters and they see you eyeing them other chinches, they're going to get jealous. And then they get nervous. And when they get nervous, Andy, why, the hair fall out. And if there's one worthless thing in this whole world, it's a bald-headed chinch.
Don't you worry, little chinches. I'm going to take good care of you.
Yeah, now that's it, Andy. Just keep chummy with them and they keep working on your coat.
Yeah, but where are they going to work on it at?
Andy, I got an idea. Come with me.
Wait a minute. Where are we going?
Andy, I'm going to let you use the storeroom in the basement of the lodge hall for your chinchilla workshop. Go right on down and make yourself to home.
Okay, Kingfish.
Well, Mama, here's a good old Sunday paper again. You know it come every Sunday. You read it last Sunday.
If you're trying to let me know that another week has passed by, I'm fully aware of it.
Hey, let me see here. I might be able to find you a business to buy here in the classified.
Huh.
Man, they're going on.
Yeah, Andy, it looks like you got that coat built down from there to the shirt tail.
Yeah, Kingfish, this is great. I think I'm going to tell all of my friends about the chinchilla business.
Oh, no, Andy, don't do that.
Why not?
Well, Andy, if they find out, if they start raising them too, why, then they're going to gut the chinchilla market, and they're going to knock the bottom right out of it.
But, Kingfish, what...
Now, wait a minute, Andy. Take my word for it. If you tell them what you are doing, they're going to be 1-cent sales on chinchilla coats.
Well, Wow. Kingfish, this is the nearest thing to perpetual commotion I ever did see.
Calhoun, has you seen Andy? Yeah. Well, every time he go out, I get the shakes. I'm afraid he's gonna open his big mouth and start telling people about his chinchillas. And then they're gonna come down here and find out they're rabbits. Calhoun, I got to find some way to keep Andy in. Oh, I'll talk to you later, rat chinchilla breeder. Andy, where you been?
Went out to get a cup of coffee.
Did you talk to anybody?
Yeah, the man behind the counter at the beanery.
What'd you say?
Give me a cup of coffee.
You say anything else?
Yeah.
What?
with cream and sugar.
Did you talk to anybody else?
No.
Andy, you got to stay with the Chinchillas night and day.
Listen, Kingfish, I ain't gonna stay down in that hole. And besides, I don't see why this has got to be such a big secret anyway.
Andy, when you come in, I was talking to the rare chinchilla breeder on the phone, and he give me a hot tip.
A hot tip?
Andy, the chinchilla market is teetering, and I advise you to sell.
Yeah, but what about Cynthia May's coat?
Andy, if the market fall, them chinchilla coats ain't gonna be worth nothing. So take your profit and buy Cynthia May a good coat.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because I don't want to give her no cheap coat. But say, Kingfish, where will I sell the chinches?
Oh, Andy, you can't sell the chinches until they've had chlorophyll treatment.
What's that?
Well, the rare chinchilla breeders' codes say that no chinch can be sold until he's been chlorophyllated to remove the chinch odor from the chinch. And that's what you gotta do.
You mean I gotta brush their teeth?
Oh, no, Andy, I'll tell you how you do it. You put them out on the green grass, which is the pure, untoothpasted chlorophyll. Let them fill their little stomach, and then you can sell them like hot cakes.
Yeah, but where's I gonna find green grass?
Central Park. Andy, there's the gangs of it over there. Now, you take them over there and let them graze around a little.
Kingfish, is you sure you ain't making all this stuff up?
Andy, I got you into this, and I feel morally irresponsible for you. So that's the reason I want to see you get out of this thing with a pocket full of money. That's the reason I've given you the right dope.
Okay, Kingfish, I'm gonna do it.
Kingfish, do you mean to tell me that you has convinced Andy to let them rabbits run loose out there in Central Park?
Calhoun, look out there. There ain't no moon. Can you imagine Andy trying to catch them rabbits out there in the dark?
He ain't never gonna find them. Then he ain't never gonna know that they ain't genuine chinches. Well, come on, Kingfish. So long, Andy. I said, so long, Andy.
So long, Calhoun. So long, Andy. Andy.
Kingfish, I want to talk to you.
Now, wait a minute, Andy. It ain't my fault if you let them chinches get away from you.
Look, Kingfish, I know it wasn't your fault. I did the whole thing myself.
Andy, I'm glad you realized that. Because when you took them chinches out of here against my advice, I declared myself out of the whole deal.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, Kingfish. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 150 bucks.
Where you get it? Andy, where did you get it?
Well, on my way to the park, I met a party who wanted to go into the chinchilla business. And I sold the whole batch. That was a good deal, Kingfish. Next time you get another, let me know.
You still alive, Kingfish?
Oh, Calhoun, that roll of money Andy had, he sold them things for $150.
Did?
And that money come at me so fast, I couldn't figure out a way to get my hands on it.
Oh, Kingfish, don't lose about the $150. Just console yourself that you was off the hook with Andy. Now, if your mother-in-law moves out, you'll be sitting on top of the world.
Yeah. Oh, Sapphire.
Yes, George?
Oh, hello, honey.
Hello, George. I got news for you.
Yes? Mama gonna move?
No, we are.
We are? What do you mean we are? Didn't she buy the business?
Yes, she did, George. And that's the reason there won't be room here for all of us. She's in the rare chinchilla business.